Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Marvel Multiverse role-playing game Iron Snow Campaign Season 1. We're in Episode 1, and at this point, Norman Osborn, we're telling the tales of Green Goblin as a hero. Fascinating. And Norman Osborn has just found out that Elektra has been killed on the streets of Las Vegas by Blade. Elektra was drunk and she challenged Blade to a duel, and Blade killed her right there in public, right? So at this point, Norman Osborn sees this the way everybody else does. This goes public, like, on a TMZ type channel, and this goes public, and he needs to then, determine what he's going to do. He realizes Norman Osborn's company Oscorp is headquartered in New York, and Elektra is based in New York, and so is Daredevil, who Elektra has a lot of history with. So Norman Osborn decides to go get the body, right? He's going to go get Elektra's body from Las Vegas, fly it back to New York, and then Norman Osborn is going to bury Elektra in New York, which will give a lot of goodwill for his company. It's also just the right thing to do, and so he decides to go out, right? So I'm like, okay, and actually at this point, he has feelers. He's already he also witnessed the moment that this happened. He's got his ears to the ground, and he's like Batman at this point. He has the ability to hear street talk, right? And so on his patrol, he also heard a finance bro already sending a mercenary team to get her katanas, to get Elektra's katanas. So the vultures. The vulture. No, the vulture is not involved in this. The vulture, Spider-Man's a very cool bad guy, is not involved in this year, but the vultures, figurative, are starting to loom around Elektra. And so basically, he already knows a lot of people are going to want Elektra's body, and they're going to want Elektra's swords, and also they're going to want her size, because at one point she used her size. So she's a major superhero. She's a street level superhero, and there's going to be people who are coming to get what she wants, right? What she has. And it's also fascinating, the death of anyone, right? What do they have? What's up? And if they're a superhero, everything they own is significant and it's valuable, right? Which is really quite fascinating. So at this point, I told him, hey, you've been superhero long enough to know people are going to move very, very fast to get these things. So you need to get there in seconds, right? Or you can get on your Learjet and fly down, but you'll be there the next day, right? And if you do that, other superheroes are much faster, have the ability to teleport, to move long distances very quickly, are going to beat you there, right? So you have one way to get to Las Vegas in seconds, right? And that is Nico Minoru, right? And so then I put up a picture of Sister Grimm. Now, first of all, do you, the listener, know who Nico Minoru is, or Sister Grimm? Okay, because I even put up a picture and I said, hey, gold player, do you know who this is? This is one of my favorite parts of the game. Is like, by the way, the way we run our online game, I use Google Drive, and we use phone for sound, right? That's it. That we don't use, and we do have an online dice roller, right? So those are our three tools. And this is my own VTT. I actually have my own VTT, which I've written up on. You could use it today for perfectly free, and it's made up of all free tools, which it's very effective. I honestly, I would hold it up against Roll20, or because it has its own advantages, and it's absolutely free, unlike most VTTs today. None of them are free, but my VTT is free, right? So yeah, if you have any trouble finding my VTT, just let me know, but it's within my material. So basically, at this point, the gold player did not know who Nico Minoru was, and he didn't know who Sister Grimm was. Now, of course, Nico Minoru is the Doctor Strange of the Runaways. She's a teen. And she casts spells in an incredibly unique way. She has her own staff. She uses blood magic. She has to cut herself every time she does a spell, which is fascinating from many perspectives. And in addition to that, her staff works in a way that will never cast the same spell twice. That's brilliant. I couldn't believe that the writer actually wrote that in. It's really fascinating, right? But she functions just like Doctor Strange, and so and Osborn Corp actually was doing a private investigation and found out the secret identity of Nico Minora, who's currently an NYU student, right? And so I was like, you know who Nico Minora is, and you know that you can, you know who Nico Minora is, and you also know that she functions just like Doctor Strange, and she could get you there in seconds, right? So I was kind of surprised. The gold player, because he doesn't know this superhero, right, is like, nope, I'm going to pass. I'll wait until I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and I'm going to wait, and I'm going to get on a Learjet in the morning. And so that's what he chose to do, and he gets on a Learjet in the morning, and he flies down to Los Angeles. He arrives safely, and he gets out of his plane, and actually a private Learjet, which he does not own, but he had more than enough money to charter. And a small prop plane lands, and a pilot gets out and starts helping a gentleman take out some large duffel bags. And I make him make a recognition roll, which was vigilance, right? And he recognizes that it's Frank Castle, the Punisher. And that's where we're going to cut it off here. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion on the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, Iron Snow campaign. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.